I guess we uh, could not finish the Indian Ocean. कहाँ तक किया है हमने? मिड ओशियनिक रिज तक. Any doubts यहाँ पे? क्या क्या चीजें याद रखनी है? It is widest in the north. Second, it comes directly southwards below the Irrawaddy River region. Irrawaddy River मतलब in the Thailand, and that is what is known as a 90 East Ridge. 90 East Ridge एक दो बार prelims में भी आया है. In which ocean is the 90 East Ridge located? So इस ridge को याद रखो. इंडियन ओशन की पूरी रिज का दूसरा एक तो नाम है लक्षद्वीप चैगोस रिज, और इट इज आल्सो नोन एज सोकोतोरा रिज और लक्षद्वीप चैगोस सोकोत्रा रिज या Amsterdam St. Paul Plateau region. So we have written these are 4-5 names of the, ये सारा इंडियन ओशन के रिज का ही नाम से अलग अलग. क्लियर? 90 ईस्ट अलग है, ये जो कंटिन्यूएशन लक्षद्वीप 90 ईस्ट अलग है. द अदर रिज लक्षद्वीप, स्कोत्रा, सेंट पॉल प्लाटू, ऑल दिस इज द सेकंड सेम रिज. फाइन. पार्ट्स का नाम है. मिड ओशनिक रिज का जैसे नाम है डॉल्फिन राइज, चैलेंजर राइज, वॉल्विस राइज, वैसे इंडियन ओशन के मिड ओशनिक रिज का नाम अलग अलग है. सिर्फ एक उसमें एक अलग ये है कि 90 ईस्ट रिज इज समवॉट डिफरेंट. इट इज नॉट अ पार्ट ऑफ मिड ओशनिक रिज, इट इज द एक्सटेंशन ऑफ हिमालयस. कैन आई कंटिन्यू? नहीं नहीं, क्रस्ट, ओशनिक क्रस्ट इज एन एक्सटेंशन ऑफ द हिमालयस. प्रोसेस इज सेम, सिर्फ हिमालयस जमीन के ऊपर है, वो रिज जमीन के नीचे है. कभी कभी ऊपर आती है तो हम कहते हैं उसको अंडमान एंड निकोबार आइलैंड्स. फाइन. 90 ईस्ट इसलिए क्योंकि वो दैट इज इन दैट लैटिट्यूड, नथिंग एल्स. नहीं नहीं ऐसा कुछ नहीं, इट इज इन द लॉन्गिट्यूड. परपेंडिकुलर मींस नहीं नहीं ऐसा कुछ नहीं. Next point. From tomorrow you sit here, you sit there. Fine. नहीं तो फिर से झगड़ा करोगे क्लास में. Next, 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 next point is the trench. Trench. Indian Ocean has the least amount of trenches. Fine. So मैं एक Indian Ocean has very few trenches as compared to Indian Ocean has very few trenches as compared to the Pacific and Atlantic. Only the western side of Indian Ocean, only the western side of Indian Ocean is convergent plate boundary, is the convergent plate boundary, and therefore the Java Trench, sorry, eastern, I'm very sorry, eastern Java Trench, eastern side of Indian Ocean is a convergent plate boundary, and therefore Java Trench in the bracket 7,000 meters, 7450 meters, around 7,000, 7450 exact चाहिए तो, is the deepest trench of the Indian Ocean. Is the deepest trench of Indian Ocean. Next point. The other important trench is Mauritius Trench. The other important trench is Mauritius Trench. It's the Mauritius Trench and Ob Trench. Ob Trench. OB. Ob Trench. Mauritius Trench कहाँ पे है? कहाँ पे है Mauritius? On the western or eastern side? On the western side. Why there is a trench on the western side of Indian Ocean? कोई plate boundary है convergent? Mauritius ऊपर आगे जाता है, Madagascar के पास. It is nothing but a divergent plate boundary. Actually, it is not a trench due to subduction. याद रखना. It is, उसका नाम कहता है trench क्योंकि वो बहुत गहरी जगह है, but it is not a trench due to subduction. It is just a divergent plate boundary between Indian plate and African plate. So, जैसे Rift Valley है, Rift Valley क्यों हो रहा है? क्योंकि of the divergence, the Great East African Rift Valley. कहाँ से शुरू हो रहा है? From the Dead Sea. Syria से शुरू होते हैं, from the Dead Sea, then the Red Sea, and then the lakes of the Africa. उसी का continuation is the Mauritius Trench. Faulting. This trench is due to faulting. हम नाम देते हैं इसको trench, it is wrong. वैसे it is nothing but a fault. Mauritius fault system. It is not trench. Depth is also 6,000 something meters. So it is not 6,000. 3,000 something meters. It is just a fault. And last, Indian Ocean में सबसे important है basins. अब देखो basins याद रखना, क्या क्या जितना याद रख सकते हो रखो. Mauritius Madagascar basin, Red Sea basin, Persian Gulf basin, Arabian Sea basin, Bay of Bengal basin, Andaman basin, Sunda basin, East Australian basin. These are the important basins of the Indian Ocean. Indian Ocean में भी basins will be more in the southern hemisphere क्योंकि जहाँ जहाँ irregular है coastline, वहाँ basins ज़्यादा होगा. So where is the coastline irregular? Coastline is irregular in this region. Coastline is irregular in this region, and coastline is irregular in this region. But thankfully, we don't have to consider much part of the basin here because ये boundary cross होते ही Pacific Ocean. Getting it? So the Indian Ocean is divided into several basins such as, कहाँ से शुरू करना है? यहाँ से, we'll go clockwise, counterclockwise. Persian Gulf basin, Persian basin, basin मतलब depression, deep area, comma, Arabian basin means Arabian Sea, Arabian basin, comma, Oman basin, comma, Madagascar या Agulhas basin, you can write anyone, Agulhas, current वाला Agulhas basin, Natal basin, Natal province of Africa, South Africa, Natal basin, ईस्ट ऑस्ट्रेलियन बेसिन, ईस्ट ऑस्ट्रेलियन बेसिन, अंडमान बेसिन, अंडमान बेसिन, बस इतना ही नाम, मोर देन इनफ। एंड बंगाल बेसिन अगर लिखना है तो, एंड बंगाल बेसिन। बट उसी पॉइंट में marginal seas are less, marginal seas are less, marginal seas are less मतलब अंदर से ये कोस्ट लाइन, बेसिन्स तो बहुत है, देयर शुड बी इक्वल नंबर ऑफ सीज आल्सो, बट सी के लिए कोस्ट टूटी होनी चाहिए। क्यों नहीं है कोस्ट टूटी हुई? व्हाई द कोस्ट इज नॉट ब्रोकन? यू हैव एन आंसर इन प्लेट टेक्टोनिक्स। ओल्डर द रॉक, more resistant the rock is, and more resistant the rock, there will be less number of cutting, erosion, and less erosion, therefore no inland seas. Getting it? But the marginal seas are less because the plateaus in the Indian Ocean, the plateaus in the Indian Ocean are important for are a part of Gondwana landmass, are a part of Gondwana landmass, and made up of more resistant rocks. Made up of more resistant rock. अब लास्टली कमिंग टू द आइलैंड्स, तीन टाइप के आइलैंड हो सकते हैं। टेक्टोनिक आइलैंड, ज्योग्राफिकली मैं इसमें और एक ऐड करूंगा। वन आइलैंड कैन बी टेक्टोनिक, दैट इज फोल्डिंग एंड फॉल्टिंग से। One island can be due to hotspots, continuous volcanic eruption. One island can be coral, and one island can be from yesterday's newspaper, that is the Ganga Sagar Island, that is caused due to deposition. Obviously, the number of islands in the Indian Ocean are much bigger, much greater, because it is bounded by the rivers. Alluvial fan हमने देखा था परसों के लेक्चर में, is so huge. That means this deposits will come over the period of time, rise, और जैसे ही जमीन ऊपर आई from the water, it is known as an island. उसका cause may be different. So Indian Ocean में there are 4 different types of islands, coral islands. Can someone tell me the example of coral islands? Lakshadweep or Maldives or Seychelles. Seychelles is a country, Maldives के just नीचे. Hotspots का examples, Reunion, Mauritius, and tectonic islands का Indian Ocean. Tectonic islands का example, Madagascar और Andaman and Nicobar Islands, folding से जो बने हैं. हाँ, Indonesia can also be, but कहाँ पे लोगे Indonesia? Take it as a Pacific Ocean. Indian Ocean एक side, Pacific Ocean as the other side. उसका reason is because it is caused due to the subduction of the Pacific plate, not due to the subduction of the Indian plate. Which plate is subducting? Pacific plate. And lastly, some of the smaller depositional islands made up in the regions of alluvial cones, alluvial fans, in the regions of submarine fans, such as Alia Bait on Narmada या Ganga Sagar on the Ganga region. Ganga Sagar था परसों की न्यूज में, एक फर्स्ट आर्टिकल गंगा सागर आइलैंड के ऊपर दे आर कंस्ट्रक्टिंग अ वॉल सो दैट टू स्टॉप इट फ्रॉम द सी लेवल राइज. वहां पे कौन सा टेम्पल है? कपिल मुनि टेम्पल. कपिल मुनि टेम्पल इज लोकेटेड ऑन द गंगा सागर आइलैंड. So us Ganga Sagar Island is submerging below the sea because the sea level is increasing in that region, in the Sundarbans region, Bay of Bengal region, by 15 meters. So they are now considering to make a wall there, 15 meters per year. so that the island does not get submerged, and the tourism activity occurs in the Kapil Muni temple, right? So islands, Indian Ocean has variety of islands. Indian Ocean has variety of islands formed due to different geological and geographical reasons. Formed due to different geological and geographical reasons. Such as Andaman and Nicobar, Andaman and Nicobar, have formed due to folding, folding. Madagascar, Sri Lanka due to faulting and submergence. Madagascar, Sri Lanka due to faulting and submergence. Mauritius reunion, Mauritius reunion. हॉटस्पॉट्स भी लिख सकते हो या ये भी लिख सकते हो आर sea mounts, volcanic islands or sea mounts, or volcanic islands or sea mounts. While Lakshadweep, Lakshadweep, Christmas Islands, Christmas Islands, Christmas Islands, Seychelles, Seychelles are corals in nature. Are coral in nature. ये जीएस के लिए भी याद रखना कौन सा आइलैंड कोरल है, कौन सा आइलैंड वोल्केनिक है, एक्सेट्रा. Where is the Christmas Island located? Where is the Carlsberg Bridge located? That is the topography of the ocean. Coral islands are formed simple, though we have not yet studied. हम पढ़ेंगे इसको. Coral islands are formed by the simple thing कि there has to be a shallow sea. In the shallow sea, coral polyp जो animal है वो आके रहेगा. It will enter into, you can say, symbiotic association with zooxanthellae जो algae है, and thus it will keep on growing. As the polyp dies, उसका body is deposited, उसका skeleton is deposited. That skeleton is known as is made up of calcium carbonate, and ऐसे coral reefs बनते जाएगा. Reefs are formed by the dead corals. जितना old है reef, उतना ज़्यादा calcium carbonate. जितना older the calcium carbonate, उतना वो it is easily eroded, and इसलिए barrier reef, atoll, वो सब में हमेशा lagoon होगा. You just have to remember, as of now, there has to be a shallow submarine platform for the coral reef formation. Calcium carbonate will obviously get easily dissolved in acidic water. So coral bleaching or coral mortality is increasing. Clear? अब a very simple topic of the properties of ocean water. in the terms of temperature, salinity, and lastly density. All three are interrelated. We don't study density in GS, बाकी temperature and salinity we study in GS. एक पिछले साल ही शायद GS में क्वेश्चन भी आ चुका है, that is what do you understand by ocean salinity and give उसका distribution and the factors affecting the ocean salinity. Now first when we say the temperature of the ocean water, हम हमेशा बात करते हैं generally of surface temperature. Why the surface temperature? Don't write anything, just try to understand a bit. Because if I take this as the ocean and I take the depth of the ocean, maximum depth from 0 kilometers, that is the sea level, to 6,000 kilometers or 0 meters to the 6,000 meters. ऊपर का 200 meters is always warm because the sunlight can penetrate only up to the 200 meters, and this zone is what is known as an photic zone. Photic zone because photosynthesis will happen only in this zone as the sunlight can easily penetrate, and as a result of this ये region हमेशा warm होगा, surface layer. Obviously कहाँ पे? Only in the tropics and in the temperate in the summer season. It is cold, it is perennially cold, completely cold in the polar regions throughout the year. उसके बाद till the 500 meters का depth ये भी थोड़ा warm होगा because the warm water will touch the surrounding water and make it warm. After 500 to 1000 meters something drastic or something different happens in the ocean water. Whatever be the temperature of the upper layer, India के आसपास it can be 27 degrees Celsius. Fine. Equator के आसपास it can be 24 degrees Celsius. Near the desert it can be 30 degrees Celsius. ये जो भी temperature है वो घट के suddenly 1 kilometer के बाद it becomes 1 degree Celsius. So this region 500 meters से 1000 meter there is a sudden decrease in the temperature, and this region is what is known as an thermocline layer. Thermocline layer. I'll show you with the graph. No need of drawing. मैं 3-4 diagrams यहाँ पे इकट्ठा कर रहा हूँ. For example, if this is the 27 degrees Celsius, sunlight जहाँ ऊपर है temperature is going to be more. As I am going inside, the temperature is going to decrease, and after 500 meters there will be sudden decrease in the temperature, and then the temperature will become just 1 degree Celsius. So the temperature of ocean water is never 0 degrees Celsius except at the poles. Poles में somewhat different is there. ऊपर का surface layer is frozen and बाद में का layer it is having a constant temperature of 1 degree Celsius. Is the cold water more denser या less denser? More denser. So with this diagram, can you tell me the density कहाँ पे ज़्यादा होगा of the ocean water? नीचे या ऊपर? नीचे. And with this, can you tell me salinity कहाँ ज़्यादा होगा, नीचे या ऊपर? नहीं, अभी हम GS नहीं करेंगे. GS में मैं कहता हूँ कि salinity का टेंशन मत लो, ऊपर नीचे वेरिएशन होगा salinity का. अब salinity is bit complicated in this. Why salinity is bit complicated? Because it depends upon the environmental conditions. If this is the summer season, there will be more evaporation, greater salinity on the surface, but only in the tropics. In the temperate regions, salinity will be comparatively lesser. In the polar regions, salinity will be very, very low. Why? Because glaciers will be coming and feeding the oceans, means they will be going and melting in the oceans. And once the glaciers are melting, only the surface where fresh water is being added. So if I want to measure the salinity of Arabian Sea, it will be around 36 parts per thousand, matlab 36 grams of salt in 1 liter of or 1 kilogram of water. Technically 1 liter नहीं, technically in the 1 kg of water. हम जब पानी measure करते हैं, we measure in liters, but हम जब salinity measure करते हैं, we measure it in kgs. Why? Because we want to measure the amount of salt that is present. If I want to measure the salinity in the Red Sea, Out of all the major seas, this is the sea that is having the highest salinity of somewhere around 40 to 45 parts per thousand. Parts per 100 percentage, parts per thousand. This is how we will denote the salinity. Means 40 grams of salt in 1 kg of water. But if I go into the enclosed seas such as Dead Sea, जहाँ पे कोई नई नदी नहीं आ रही है, there is only evaporation occurring, वहाँ पे salinity will be 330 parts per thousand, मतलब 330 ग्राम of salt in the 1 kg of water. जैसे हम नीचे जाएंगे टेम्परेचर डिक्रीज होते जा रहा है, इवेपोरेशन ऑब्वियसली इज नॉट गोइंग टू हैपन, बट एज यू आर गोइंग डाउनवर्ड्स salinity will keep on increasing. Why salinity will be keeping on increasing? Because saline water is more denser as compared to the fresh water, and therefore नीचे salinity बहुत ज़्यादा होगा in spite of cold temperatures. So salinity जब हम अभी आज ही के लेक्चर में हम salinity, temperature, density तीनों खत्म करेंगे, उससे you will maybe you'll get bit confused in the salinity कि ये क्या कह रहे हैं. हम कह रहे हैं कि जहाँ जहाँ ice is melting, glacier is coming, we are saying कि वहाँ पे there is less salinity, and then we are saying कि cold lower regions of the cold oceans are having more salinity. It is because when the glaciers are coming, you remember, it is bringing the fresh water from the land. Land or river का water is rich in calcium minerals. Sea water is rich in sodium minerals. When the river is coming on the and going into the sea, उसके अंदर potassium है, उसके अंदर magnesium है, उसके अंदर calcium है. It has all the minerals. But किसका amount is most dominating? The calcium का amount is most dominating. When river enters the sea, it deposits all the salts, whether it is potassium, sodium, calcium, magnesium, etc. But calcium salts are used by marine organisms for two things, either as a source of food or to make their own outer skeleton. Crabs, lobsters, prawns, corals will utilize the calcium. So once upon a time when there was huge amount of life on the sea, in the sea, and it was dominated by big marine organisms, they utilized most of the calcium from the seawater. So 72% of calcium जो है in the river water, in the sea water it decreases to only 1%, and 7% of sodium जो है river water में का it increases to 78%, and sodium makes the sea water saline or salty in taste. Getting it? क्यों? Because calcium is utilized by the marine organisms. कहाँ से आ रहा है calcium? From the rivers. But river का पानी क्यों tasty है, क्यों मीठा है? Because it has dominance of calcium. वो calcium गायब होता है due to marine organisms, and therefore sodium का content बढ़ जाता है, and therefore sea water is always salty in nature. This can be one source of salinity. The second source of salinity is what is in today's newspaper. A new big asteroid is going to pass the earth. There is 0.0000001% it will enter the earth's atmosphere. But if it enters the earth's atmosphere, obviously it will destroy the earth. At least वो कहता है कि it is going to destroy one big city if it ever comes and strikes. Fine, you must have read that. Asteroid is coming. So this asteroids, if they fall into the sea, after that they will get destroyed and unka minerals will get dissolved in the sea, and thus we will find some of the extraterrestrial matters also adding to the salinity of the sea water. But most is land. So understanding saline, cold water is dense, sips down. Saline water is also dense, वो भी नीचे आएगा. Getting it? And generally cold water is more denser and more saline. But glaciers को और cold water को compare मत करना, हम यहाँ पे ocean की बात कर रहे हैं. So Baltic Sea की salinity सबसे कम है. हम कहेंगे Baltic Sea की salinity is 5 parts per thousand. मतलब if you go into Baltic Sea, though we call it as a sea, और पानी लिया पिया तो आपको मीठा पानी लगेगा. You will feel it is a sweet water, because on the surface of the Baltic Sea, all the water that is coming from the surrounding glaciers. But salinity of the Dead Sea is so high कि इसका नाम ही है Dead Sea. The reason for it is it does not have any major water resource, and secondly it is located in the desert region, so evaporation is greater. Evaporation is greater, therefore the salinity is very, very high, and because the salinity is very high, we can actually float on the Dead Sea. We can actually, in some parts of the Dead Sea, you can actually walk also on the Dead Sea. Why? Because salinity means more density. More density means it will not allow us to sink. Getting it? So all these three are interrelated. कैसे क्वेश्चन आएंगे? अभी तक डायरेक्ट क्वेश्चन इन रिसेंट 5-6 years नहीं आया है. Generally they ask you heat budget, that is given in your syllabus, temperature as the heat budget of the oceans. Salinity is given as the salt budget of the oceans. Density is not given. So density is very short. But जो पिछले साल क्वेश्चन आया था, what is the air sea interaction? Air sea interaction means temperature कितना है sea water का. अगर टेम्परेचर ज्यादा है तो ज्यादा मॉइस्चर है तो ज्यादा humid will be the upper air mass. Air mass, if it is humid, and if it is coming to the land, it is going to give the rainfall. These are the kind of applied questions they are asking. If the temperature of the sea is very cold, उसके ऊपर की air is going to be cold. If the temperature of the air is of the sea is warm, उसके ऊपर की air is going to be warm. So cold air and warm air will mix. Why? Because cold ocean current and warm ocean current is mixing. So cold ocean current के ऊपर की air cold, warm ocean current के ऊपर की air warm. So when they both will mix, which is more denser, cold या warm? Cold. Cold will sink, warm will rise up, and because of this process, the warm air will be up and the cold air will be below, जिसको हम कहेंगे temperature inversion. Why temperature inversion? GS में याद है, we have studied that temperature is going to decrease at the rate of 6.5 degrees Celsius for every kilometer. That is, नीचे की air should be warm, ऊपर की air should be cold, ऊपर की air should be more colder. But that when that condition does not happen, when the down air is colder and upper air is warm, you will call it as a temperature inversion. Whenever there is a temperature inversion, the colder air from below will cool the warm air. And cooling, say, water vapor will get condensed or cooled into water droplets or ice particles, resulting into formation of fogs. So kaha cold and warm ocean current are mixing? Yesterday example, tell me which region? Grand Banks. And therefore Grand Banks are famous for biggest or worst sea accidents, including Titanic. Understanding the relation? Why? Because cold and warm ocean current mix, the air becomes very, there is a temperature inversion, therefore the fogs are very, dense, दिखता कुछ नहीं है. So boat में दिखना चाहिए, जरूरी नहीं हर रीजन में दिखना चाहिए, but उस रीजन में दिखना चाहिए, because जो cold ocean current जो आ रहा है, उसके साथ साथ बड़े बड़े icebergs लेके आ रहा है. Fine? And then it cuts through the and ships. Remember the law of flotation. One part of the iceberg is below and there is 9 parts. One part is above and the 9 parts are below. जो आपको PDF है on the Telegram channel, वैसे you have to add 25 more people to the Telegram channel. You are the admin? Who is the admin? No. Everyone is admin? इसमें WhatsApp जैसा नहीं होता? So somebody add, I will give someone the numbers and you add. There are 25-26 more people to the Telegram channel. उनको लगता है फिर क्लास वालों को सब कुछ मिल रहा है, हमें कुछ नहीं मिल रहा है, online students. So because of this, वहाँ पे उस टेलीग्राम चैनल में बुक है, बुक में से पढ़ना मत, एक फोटो है 4th या 5th पेज पे of an iceberg, and you will be surprised to see कि इतना छोटा दिखता है iceberg और नीचे इतना बड़ा रूट है. Remember isostasy. Fine? किसका isostasy का concept? एरी और प्रैट? एरी और प्रैट, law of flotation. एरी. Fine? First we'll start with the surface temperature. So whatever we are going to do here, we are talking about the surface temperature, क्योंकि यहाँ पे तो 1 डिग्री सेल्सियस ही है temperature. Getting it? So कैसे हम पढ़ेंगे? Factors, distribution. बहुत आसान है, factors and distribution, and then heat budget. कितना होता है, कितना नहीं होता, etc. Fine? So you only tell me what will be the different factors that affect the surface temperature. Sunlight. Sunlight will depend upon latitude, tropics, temperate. So कहाँ पे surface temperature सबसे ज़्यादा होगा? Tropics, subtropics, temperate या polar region. Obviously subtropics. Why subtropics? कहाँ पे? कैसे? So दो factors है. एक है cloud formation on the equator will block the insolation, and cloud से daily क्या होगा? In the equatorial regions में rainfall. इसलिए salinity is slightly less near the equator. Example लिखना है हमें exam में. Example, Andaman Sea has less salinity than Bay of Bengal or Arabian Sea. Fine? Yeah, temperature, sorry, temperature. Why? Andaman Sea is near the equator. उसके ऊपर Bay of Bengal, उसके ऊपर Arabian Sea. One factor is the latitude. Second factor, don't write. Temperature, temperature, salinity नहीं. Distribution of the land. जहाँ पे land ज़्यादा है वहाँ पे देखो ये इसलिए कह रहा हूँ मैं, salinity temperature एक ही पॉइंट है, सिर्फ salinity में एक एक्स्ट्रा पॉइंट आएगा rivers और glaciers. जहाँ land ज़्यादा है, will the land get heated much faster? Therefore, will the water which touching the land gets heated? It will transfer the heat, and therefore, northern hemisphere will be more warmer या southern hemisphere will be more? Northern hemisphere का sea will be more warmer than the southern hemisphere. Getting it? Any doubts? तीसरा factor, can I say? Winds. This is important. Winds. In the कोई भी wind मेरी तरफ आ रही है. So is it bringing the water towards me by friction? If the wind is coming towards me, imagine wind is coming from your side towards me. This is the continent, and this is from where the wind is coming. Wind is coming from the ocean to the continent, and it is bringing the water due to friction. कौन सा water लेके आ रही है? पूरे ocean का या only surface water? Only surface water, which is going to have higher temperature. We have just seen surface water या entire ocean? Surface water. So at the continents, when the wind goes away, at the continents will there be greater amount of surface water of the oceans? मतलब will there be piling up of surface water at the oceans? Fine. So जो wind मेरी तरफ आती है, can I say it is going to increase the salinity? Because वो surface water को मेरे जगह इकट्ठा करेगी, it will pile up the surface water. So can I say the wind which is coming towards the land is known as onshore wind? So the onshore wind is going to increase the salinity. Offshore or temperature, दोनों के लिए same है. इसलिए I'm using both the words. Getting it? But getting it, onshore winds are going to increase the temperature. Temperature अगर ज़्यादा है तो evaporation ज़्यादा है, इसलिए salinity increase होती है. That is why it is related. And offshore winds जो मेरी तरफ से आपकी तरफ आ रही है, is it removing the surface water of the ocean towards you in the form of waves? As the surface water of the ocean is removed, नीचे से पानी ऊपर आएगा. That is what we call as an upwelling of cold current. An upwelling of the cold current will reduce the temperature. Reduction of temperature, less evaporation, less salinity. So onshore winds, more temperature. Offshore winds, less temperature. With this logic, tell me, Bay of Bengal is warmer, less temperature. Offshore wind is coming from land to the sea. It is passing over the sea. It is going away. It is not stopping at the sea. It is moving away from land to the sea. Hmm? हाँ, एक जगह रुकी नहीं ना विंड, विंड तो निकल जा रही है, तो उसके साथ साथ वेव्स बन रहे हैं. That is, ocean surface water is removed in the form of waves. As the oceans, I'll show you what. You have to just know that oceans are very big. यहाँ पे water है, the dotted region. A wind is coming and it is going. Because it is going, it removes the surface water in the friction in the form of waves. Waves इस तरफ निकल जाएंगे. Once the surface water goes away, गड्ढा तो रहेगा नहीं ओशन में, नीचे से cold water will come up and it will accumulate here and thus reducing the temperature. इसी को तो हम कहते हैं upwelling of cold currents. Deserts याद है GS में, there are 3 conditions for the formation of deserts. One condition is presence of subtropical high pressure belt. यहाँ से कोई लेना देना नहीं. Second सबसे important है offshore wind, wind land से sea की तरफ जा रही है. और third है important cold currents, upwelling of cold currents. So जहाँ जहाँ offshore wind is there, there is an upwelling of cold ocean current. Getting it? Cold current from below comes up. Understood? What you are saying? You are saying the wind is bringing heat from the land and heating the ocean. What is the distribution of ocean versus land? 70% is what? Water body. Ocean, land is 30%. So कितना छोटा है land mass as compared to the oceans? इतना powerful होगा wind कि 70% को hit कर पाएगा. पानी गर्म जब होता है, देखो अभी आपको सोचना है in the terms of one thing before good that this doubt arised. अब जैसे ही geomorphology खत्म हो गया, now we have come to ocean and climate. Unlike landform, अब ये पूरा dynamic है. Mountain एक बार बन गया वहीं रहेगा जब तक external forces do not destroy it. बट पानी गर्म हो गया तो इवेपोरेट हो जाएगा, इवेपोरेट होगा तो ऊपर जाएगा तो ठंडा होगा बाय द नॉर्मल लैप्स रेट. ठंडा होगा तो बारिश होगी, फिर से नीचे आएगा तो फ्लो करेगा एज अ रिवर करके फ्लो करके इट विल गो टू द ओशंस. ओशन वाटर इफ इट बिकम्स वार्मर देयर इज मोर इवेपोरेशन के कारण द हीट विल बी टेकन अवे. इट इज ऑल डायनेमिक. यू हैव टू थिंक इन दिस मैनर. ये पूरा अब डायनेमिक साइकिल चालू हो गया. फाइन, गेटिंग इट? यू आर इमेजिनिंग कि गरम बर्तन से जो गरम हवा आ रही है वो तो गरम कर रही है. बर्तन, ओशंस, दोनों में फर्क है. फाइन. That is what, once this region becomes warmer, warm water is more denser, less denser, and because warm water is less denser, it will move away in the form of warm ocean currents. Cold water at the poles is more denser. This is equator, maybe this is the poles. Because it is cold, it will sink as it is heavy, and after sinking it will move towards the equator in the form of subsurface currents. Ocean currents अब शुरू हो जाएंगे. Water does not remain at the same place. कोस्ट के पास सबसे ज्यादा स्पीड होती है ऑफ द विंड्स. and therefore coast के पास सबसे ज़्यादा temperature होगा, onshore and offshore का difference. His doubt is not that. His doubt is he is taking wind as a factor to open the ocean. Land and sea breeze में भी यही phenomena होता है. In the what drives the ocean current? What is the factor behind the ocean current? Winds. So where back? I'm not understanding your point. You ask in Hindi, no problem. You ask in Hindi, that is not an issue. You ask in Marathi, that is not an issue. इसका कहना है, मैं समझ गया था कि there will be some, because of the warm currents, there will be a less water level and some water will come back. You are mixing counter equatorial current with the ocean currents. Don't mix the phenomena, fine? चलो कोई नहीं. Let us. Have you understood the factor? अभी onshore and offshore winds. Fourth factor which is there for the ocean temperature is maybe rainfall, cloudiness, etc. जहाँ rainfall ज़्यादा है, जहाँ melting of the ice ज़्यादा है, snowfall ज़्यादा है, वहाँ पे obviously the temperature is going to decrease. अब इतना आसान concept है ये कभी पेपर में नहीं आएगा. ये सिर्फ conceptually आपको maybe they will ask you an holistic answer of the interaction of the wind, water and उसका effect on the climate. You will not understand whether the question is from the oceanography or from the climatology. But important is the heat budget of the oceans. I had asked you to go through Savindra Singh. Is the heat budget given? Heat budget of the oceans? No, it is not given. What is the difference between the factors that affect the temperature and heat budget? Answer दोनों का same होगा. सिर्फ एक word आ जाता है इसमें budget. What do you mean by budget? Oceans, not earth. Budget means कहाँ से heat आ रही है, कहाँ से जा रही है, कितनी जा रही है, oceans में कितनी heat बची है, as per the, that is what is budget. Income, expenditure and your final savings. The same thing is there. Means can I say the factors को ही when you put some data और कौन सी season में कितना होगा, that is nothing but the heat budget of the oceans. What will be the impact of the heat budget of the oceans? The impact will be ocean currents, air masses, winds, cyclones. अगर बहुत ज़्यादा heat है, excessive heat है, तो tropical cyclones. Right? अगर बहुत कम heat है, तो icebergs. अगर heat बढ़ रही है due to human beings, तो melting of ice caps and glaciers and therefore rise in the sea level. Same is the salt budget of the oceans, and that is bit complicated because salinity is dynamic. You cannot say Arabian Sea की salinity इतनी है. Depend करता है आप कहाँ measure कर रहे हो Arabian Sea की salinity. If it is at the mouth of Narmada, अलग होगी. वहाँ से 1 किलोमीटर दूर अलग होगी. वहाँ से और 2 किलोमीटर दूर अलग होगी. With this, all this background, one basic question I'm asking before I progress to the concept: which sea is more saline, Arabian Sea or Bay of Bengal? Arabian Sea ज़्यादा saline as compared to Bay of Bengal because India के जितनी भी rivers है they drain into the Bay of Bengal. Which sea is more warmer, Arabian Sea or Bay of Bengal? ये इंडिया में ये कंफ्यूजन है इसलिए, बाकी के वर्ल्ड पे ये अप्लाई नहीं होता. Bay of Bengal is more warmer. Why? Arabian Sea के आसपास तो अफ्रीका है. Arabian Sea is also closed. Because Bay of Bengal is connected to the Pacific Ocean through the Sunda Strait, Strait of Malacca, और जो भी गैप्स है इंडोनेशिया में, और वहां से पैसिफिक ओशन का वार्म वाटर कम्स टू द अंडमान सी एंड बे ऑफ बंगाल, एंड इसलिए उसका टेम्परेचर गर्म हो जाता है. थियोरेटिकली अरेबियन सी शुड हैव बीन वार्मर, क्योंकि अरेबियन सी के वेस्ट में सारा डेजर्ट्स है, अरेबियन डेजर्ट, ईरान, पाकिस्तान से डेजर्ट शुरू हो जाता है राइट अप टू इथोपिया, बट इंडिया इज एक्सेप्शन इन ऑल द केसेस, जो हमारा नदर्न ओशन है, इसलिए बे ऑफ बंगाल इज मोर वार्मर. ये चीज सिर्फ दिमाग में रखना. व्हाई? बिकॉज इट इज कनेक्टेड टू द पैसिफिक. फाइन. सो टेम्परेचर 2-3 points. The properties of the ocean water. The properties of the ocean water in the terms of temperature, density and salinity, in the terms of temperature, density and salinity, is important because 97% of the total water on the earth is present in oceans. Total water of the earth is present in oceans. Full stop. And any change in this properties changes the balance of global hydrological cycle. Hydrological cycle means how the water behaves on the land. Global hydrological cycle. देखो, melting of Arctic and Antarctic ice cap कहाँ पे? in the polar regions, is impacting Indian monsoon. कहाँ पे? in the tropics. Why? Because कहीं पे भी ocean में change होता है तो it is going to affect the process of evaporation, condensation, moisture, etc. and it is going to affect the climate. That is why we are writing this line, global hydrological cycle. Full stop. And the changes in the global hydrological cycle and changes in this cycle affects exogenetic processes, geomorphology, affects the exogenetic processes, comma, weather and climate of a region, comma, and the socio-economic conditions of a region. Socio-economic conditions of a region. Socio-economic conditions of the region. Next. Oceans are the storehouse of temperature. Don't write. Can I say the oceans are the storehouse of temperature? Oceans are the storehouse of temperature. इसका मतलब ocean is going to absorb the heat. Water has the capacity to retain the heat, right? And because water has the capacity to retain the heat, can I say therefore atmosphere of the earth enables life, or there is life on the earth? अगर heat ही retain नहीं होता तो temperature would have been very very less. चलो एक basic fact पूछता हूँ आपको, which is the hottest planet of the solar system? hottest planet of the solar system? Mercury or Venus? Mercury is nearest to the sun. उसके बाद Venus. उसके बाद Mars. या Earth या Mars? Earth. Then Mars. Then Jupiter. So hottest planet of the solar system is Venus, not Mercury. Mercury, though it is nearest to the sun, it is not hottest. याद रखना, because Mercury does not have atmosphere. And Venus का atmosphere is 99% made up of carbon dioxide. It is dominated by carbon dioxide. जैसे हमारा is nitrogen. Venus का atmosphere is carbon dioxide. And इसलिए carbon dioxide traps the heat. Therefore, average temperature on the Venus is 896 degree Celsius. कितना? 896 degree Celsius. हाँ, मर्क्यूरी में दिन के समय टेम्परेचर becomes somewhere around 300 degree Celsius, but रात के समय because it does not have any atmosphere, the temperature goes to minus 176 degree Celsius. But atmosphere Venus के ऊपर है and dominated by the carbon dioxide. Getting it? यहाँ पे क्या रिलेशन है उसका? यहाँ पे रिलेशन ये है कि there is a carbon dioxide also on the earth, but in very less amount, and because it is found in very less amount, still we have temperature, but our average temperature is 21 degree Celsius, not 800 degree Celsius like Venus. So दो basic चीज है कि Mercury is not the hottest planet. नहीं तो हमें लगता है कि it is nearest to the sun, so it should be hottest. Next point. Oceans are the storehouse of temperature, of the heat. Oceans are the storehouse of the heat. Oceans are the storehouse of the heat. And the heat in the oceans heat of the oceans is responsible for ocean water dynamics. कुछ नहीं, GS नहीं है इसलिए मैं ocean water dynamics कह रहा हूं. अगर GS होता तो मैं ocean currents कहता. Are responsible for ocean water dynamics as well as weather patterns. As well as weather patterns. Before I begin, tell me what will cause the heating of the oceans and what will cause the cooling of the oceans. Processes, factors नहीं पूछ रहा हूं मैं. Processes कौन से involved है in heating and in cooling? Insolation and cooling में can I say evaporation? Convection कभी कभी. Can I say here radiation? Earth will receive the oceans will receive the heat directly through insolation. Some amount of heat will be lost by the process of evaporation. So evaporation जहाँ है cooling होगा. Or some amount of the heat will be lost in the terms of long wave radiations. जो Earth देती है, they are in the terms of long wave, generally infrared, which is trapped by carbon dioxide and other greenhouse gases, which results into global warming. Fine. Now with this background, we'll look at the factors. Factors, अगर सिर्फ factors के major points याद रखना, हमें detail में बिल्कुल नहीं लिखना है. As I tell you, यहाँ पे optional में तो नहीं आएगा, ये GS में आ सकता है, but factors affecting the temperature. Convection जो है, is it a process of heating? कहाँ से आ रहा है convection? Mantle is hot, therefore oceanic crust becomes hot. और जहाँ जहाँ volcanic eruptions है, then the convectional currents will rise up and it will heat the oceans. उसी convectional currents को हम utilize जब करते हैं in the regions of volcanoes, that is heat from the ocean, हम कहते हैं ocean thermal energy conversion. Whatever the heat that is present in the oceans, when we used to make it as an energy from the volcanic regions, हम उसको कहते हैं OTEC, ocean thermal energy conversion. And the same process when we use on the land, हम कहते हैं इसको geothermal energy. All has volcanic background कि magma is coming and from that heat is coming out and we are using it to rotate the turbines. अगर समंदर के नीचे है तो OTEC, समंदर के ऊपर है तो geothermal energy. Between the layers, तो layers वही है, तो which is nearest, it will be hot. So first factor, latitudes. First factor, latitude. That is temperature is highest. Temperature is highest in the subtropics. In the subtropics. It goes on decreasing from equator towards the poles. It goes on decreasing from equator towards the poles. Because sun rays become more and more inclined. See, if you have any doubt, I am considering in my mind कि आपने ये GS में किया है. That is why I am going very fast, because it should not look repetitive. If you have any doubt, you can ask me there itself. ये पूरा statement का ये मतलब है कि sun rays are vertical throughout the year in the tropics. Temperature vertical throughout the year in the equator, but equator में इतनी ज़्यादा heating है कि water vapor rises up, forms clouds, and therefore once the clouds are formed, sun rays cannot reach the ground. But थोड़ा दूर away from the equator in the subtropics, वहाँ पे high pressure belt है, इसलिए clouds नहीं बनते, इसलिए these are the regions warmest. Average क्या है? Temperature 23 degree Celsius at the equator and 0 degree Celsius at the pole, ocean surface का. So we can say on an average the temperature goes on decreasing from equator towards the poles. But the highest temperature is not in the Andaman Sea. It is in the Bay of Bengal. It is in the Red Sea. It is in the Arabian Sea. That is subtropics. 26-27 degree Celsius. क्यों? क्योंकि cloud cover नहीं है. क्यों? क्योंकि बारिश नहीं है. Fine? ये सब पता है आपको? Second factor is unequal distribution of land and water. Unequal distribution of land and water. As the northern hemisphere is dominated by landmass, as the northern hemisphere is dominated by the landmass, the sea surface temperature is more in the northern hemisphere than the southern hemisphere. It's more in the northern hemisphere than the southern hemisphere. Clear with this? Land will transfer uska heat to the surrounding ocean. What are the lines that join the temperature, imaginary lines that join the temperature of a place is known as, equal temperature of a place is known as isotherms. What are isotherms? Isotherms are imaginary lines which join the temperature places having equal temperature. A, B, C, D are the places. सब में 27 डिग्री है. So I will draw a common line showing that this is a 27 degree isotherm that is passing. So थोड़ा देखो, because it is dominated by the landmass, because it is dominated by the oceans, यहाँ पे landmass बहुत कम है. There is only one landmass of South America. There is some part of Africa. There is one landmass of Australia. South America is more southern, and then there is a New Zealand wala region. But यहाँ पे this entirely is a landmass. Maybe there is water only here. So can I say 27 degrees Celsius का isotherm if I am going to join 27 degrees Celsius on the land will be located at much different place than the 27 degrees Celsius on water body? So, see, if there is an isotherm, I want to join a place having 27 degrees Celsius. It is dependent upon sunlight. Land will get heated more. So land near the equator will be more warmer. Water will take time to get heated. So can I say 27 degrees Celsius ka isotherm on land and water will be on the same latitudes or different latitudes? Different latitudes. So in the northern hemisphere, isotherms जो है वो कभी straight नहीं होंगे, वो irregular होंगे. वो pockets में भी हो सकते हैं, because each and every pocket will be having a different temperature. वो joint कभी नहीं होंगे. For example, I want to draw a temperature from here. I take an isotherm. This entire sea is having the same temperature, but land will be having a different temperature. So this isotherm may bend upwards or downwards depending upon the season. We are not supposed to do that. But this entire region will be having same temperature. This entire region will be having same temperature. थोड़ा बहुत यहाँ change होगा. This entire region will be having same temperature. This entire region will be having same temperature. This entire region will be having a same temperature. So can I conclude? That is what we are going to write. Can I conclude? Don't write. Isotherms are irregular in the northern hemisphere while they are regular in the southern hemisphere. Why? Because of the reason, differential heating of the land and the sea. Clear, everyone? Any doubts? Can I continue then? वैसे ये क्लाइमेट का टॉपिक है आइसोथर्म, बट हम इसलिए लिख रहे हैं बिकॉज योर आंसर शुड लुक टेक्निकल. फाइन. दिस डिफरेंशियल हीटिंग ऑफ लैंड एंड सी, this differential heating of land and sea can be studied by the pattern of isotherms. By the pattern of isotherms. Which are regular and parallel to each other in southern hemisphere. Regular and parallel to each other in the southern hemisphere. And irregular in the northern hemisphere. What is opposite of parallel? So लिखने की जरूरत नहीं है. Next, prevailing winds. Prevailing winds. Next factor is the prevailing winds. And draw this diagram. देखो दिस डायग्राम इज इन द ट्रॉपिक्स। तो ट्रॉपिक्स में कौन सी विंड है? वेस्टर्लीज या ट्रेड विंड्स? ट्रेड विंड्स। दे मूव फ्रॉम ईस्ट टू वेस्ट और वेस्ट टू ईस्ट? ईस्ट टू वेस्ट, ईस्ट टू वेस्ट। ट्रेड winds east to west jati. So we are showing this wind, and now your doubts will be clear. Understanding the diagram? जहां onshore है, surface water gets piled up, sea surface water. और केस स्टडी में एग्जैक्टली अपोजिट रीजन के दूंगा इसमें. It should not look like GS का आंसर. You should substantiate some points with the case studies. क्वेश्चन अगर आता है फैक्टर्स अफेक्टिंग द सी टेम्परेचर, डोंट राइट लाइक GS बिकॉज ये GS वाला भी लिख सकता है, लैटिट्यूड्स एक्सेट्रा. You substantiate with the examples, case studies and diagrams. समुद्र से पानी निकल गया, सो उसको रिप्लेस करने के लिए नीचे से पानी आया. 500 मीटर के बाद, 1000 मीटर्स के बाद हमेशा पानी विल बी कोल्ड, एंड इसलिए जहां जहां विंड इज ऑफ शोर देयर इज अ कोल्ड वाटर, जहां जहां विंड इज ऑन शोर देयर इज अ वार्म वाटर. Can I continue? Onshore winds, onshore winds carry the surface waters, carry the surface water in the form of waves and ocean currents. Sorry, winds carry the surface water in the form of waves and currents. Winds carry the surface water in the form of winds and currents. Wherever the wind is onshore, wherever the wind is onshore, the temperature increases due to piling up of surface water. Temperature increases due to piling of surface water. Full stop. Where the wind is offshore, where the wind is offshore, to compensate for the loss of water, compensate for the loss of water, to compensate for the loss of water, cold bottom water or cold water from below, cold water from below upwells, upwells, reducing the surface temperature, reducing the surface temperature. This is the reason why in the tropics, the eastern coast of the continents, this is the reason why in the tropics, the eastern coast of the continents are warmer, are warmer than the western coast, than the western coast. Than the western coast. Of the, read the line again. Eastern side of the continents are warmer than the western side. Continent का ये eastern side है, ये western है. ये ocean का east है, but continent का west है. और confusion लग रहा है? नहीं समझ में आया अभी भी. Eastern side of the ocean is which side of, what is the eastern side of Arabian Sea? What is that coast of India? That is the western coast of India. So what? Wind is a daily phenomenon. Don't mix La Nino, El Nino, wind. ये सब interrelated है, पर ये सब seasonal phenomena है. Step by step चलो. What happens is you read something somewhere and you try to put everything in that part. El Nino, La Nina is of Pacific. Monsoon is of Indian Ocean. Indian Ocean dipole is of Indian Ocean. They are related to the ocean currents, that is the warming. कौन सा El Nino, La Nina? Indian Ocean dipole is related to the heating and cooling of land mass and transfer of heat. हम कर रहे हैं normal winds अभी. This is not even land and sea breeze. हम prevailing winds कर रहे हैं. Prevailing winds मतलब there are only three kinds of prevailing winds: trade winds, westerlies, easterlies. हमने local winds लिखा नहीं है. Prevailing winds means permanent winds. Getting it? Remember, prevailing winds means permanent winds. हाँ, This question is, if we take an example of Arabian Sea, and if wind is going from land to the sea, will that region be cold? That is a very wrong example, because India has a monsoon type of climate, which means in India, Arabian Sea is going to experience seasonal reversal in the direction of wind. So you cannot take India as an example here. During the southwest monsoon season, Arabian Sea will be warm because it is onshore. During the northeast monsoon season, Arabian Sea will be cold because the winds are offshore. Forget Arabian Sea. Which example I am giving you? I am not giving you Arabian Sea. South America, North America. Why I am making this diagram? India mein these examples do not apply, because India has a special type of climate in the world which is known as an monsoon type of climate. ये कुछ भी generalization India को apply नहीं होता. Getting it? India is totally different due to the presence of Himalayas, which are the highest mountains, and due to the presence of geosyncline. Because the inner part of the geosyncline did not get folded, वो रह गया plateau. Because it has remained as a plateau, उसका surface area is greater. Because उसका surface area is greater, it gets heated up. It is more or less flat, but at the height of 5,000 meters. Because it gets heated, it changes the dynamics of this region. यहाँ पे easterly jet stream है, यहाँ पे Madagascar high है, यहाँ पे Mascarenes high है, यहाँ पे southwest monsoon है. So India remove it out of. India के specific conditions है. That is why paper 2 is Indian geography. अगर India का same conditions होता for the world, there would have been no need of paper 2. Getting it? वही एक रीजन है, मैं सिर्फ ये बता रहा हूँ कि टोटली अलग है पेपर 2. But geography of India is different, totally. Why? Because India is at such a location, all the oceans are connected to Arctic and Antarctic except Northern Indian Ocean. All the oceans have ocean currents except Northern Indian Ocean. All the regions have trade winds in this our latitude except India. Trade winds are not allowed by Himalayas to come to India. ITCZ remains at the equator at all the places except in the India. ITCZ is along the foothills of the Himalayas. Fine? Why? This is all because of the huge landmass known as India. But iska example you will understand. Have you Brazil or South America? Got it? North America, Caribbean islands, Africa, Europe, equator. Getting it? Trade winds are going this way. So this is the eastern side of the continent, this is the western side of the continent. अगर confusion है तो cut करो अभी ही और लिखो eastern part of the oceans and western part of the oceans. अगर confusion लग रहा है तो. So trade winds are offshore here. क्या कौन सा current है? Canary current. How is the Canary current? Cold. Upwelling of the Canary current. कौन सा desert है? Sahara. There is a piling up of water here, and इसलिए कौन सा current है? What is the Gulf Stream? Warm current. इस डायरेक्शन में क्यों जा रहा है? Because coast continent is this. हवा तो चली जा सकती है, but पानी नहीं जा सकता. So पानी ऊपर की तरफ जाता है, as per the direction of the coast. Is this not the same diagram? ये गर्म होगा ज़्यादा. This will be cold. On other hand, in the temperate regions, westerlies are blowing this way. Fine. So in the temperate region, this region will be colder and this region will be warmer. Right? This is only for the tropics. In the temperate region, this region will be colder. So कौन सा current है यहाँ पे? And which is this? North Sea. North Sea is more warmer than the Labrador. Why? Apply this in the temperate region, west to east. So ये cold है, and this is warmer. Understanding? कि नहीं? Everyone? This is what the diagram I was going to give you. Gulf of Mexico का temperature is greater than Gulf of California. Offshore, onshore. India में it does not apply because India में winds change the direction. We are not in the belt of permanent winds. We are in the belt of monsoon winds, which are secondary winds. जहाँ पे the trade winds will change the direction. Getting it? So हम ये करते भी है GS में, और ये आपको reason भी पता है. The temperature of northwestern Europe is warmer because of the maritime influence. You can see what is this maritime influence. England का temperature Canada से गर्म है, though they are located at the same latitudes. Why? Onshore westerlies. That is the same answer here. Fine? Any doubts here? कि नहीं? Forget about El Nino, La Nina. Forget about everything. Just concentrate in the present अभी. El Nino, La Nina is an exception. It is not permanent. Did I write there South America? Did I write there? El Nino, La Nina कहाँ पे? सिर्फ South America में. चलो, his doubt. This can be South America, Humboldt current. This can be Australia, West Australian current. West Australian current, East Australian current is warmer. इसलिए East Australian northern part of Australia has our type of climate, that is monsoon. और यहाँ पे dry है Atacama desert, क्योंकि evaporation ही नहीं हो रहा है. जब ये condition होती नहीं है, generally this is the normal condition, but 7 साल में एक बार ये condition reverse हो जाती है, उसको हम कहेंगे El Nino. El Nino is not a norm, it is an exception. जैसे car cycle is an exception, normal cycle है river की ही. Getting it? So don't compare norm and exceptions. Norm means normal. So case study. First case study, the Gulf of Mexico. The Gulf of Mexico or Southwest USA, Southeast USA or the Southeast USA. Records much higher temperature. Records much higher temperature. Than the region surrounding Canary Islands. Than the region surrounding the Canary Islands. Region surrounding the Canary Islands. Because of onshore and offshore nature of trade winds. Second example, कुछ भी लिख सकते हो. Labrador Sea records. Labrador Sea records colder temperatures than the North Sea. Records colder temperature than the North Sea. North Sea. Due to nature of westerlies. Due to the nature of westerlies. Due to the nature of westerlies. Getting this? This is the trade wind belt. This is the westerly wind belt. And therefore, conditions are exactly reversed. ओशन करंट क्या है? कुछ नहीं, वहां पे कैसा पानी है. नेक्स्ट पॉइंट, नेक्स्ट फैक्टर, ओशन करंट्स. ओशन करंट्स वेस्टर्लीज के इन्फ्लुएंस. वेस्टर्लीज ऐसे चलती है. अगर कॉन्टिनेंट के इन्फ्लुएंस में आके गर्म होता तो कॉन्टिनेंट को तो सेम ही इंसुलेशन मिल रहा है. तो वेस्टर्ली से क्यों जा रहा है? वेस्टर्ली लेके जा रही है. वेस्टर्ली लेके जा रही है कोरियोलिस फोर्स के कारण. एंड यहाँ पे वेस्टर्ली डिफरेंट डायरेक्शंस में जा रही है बिकॉज ऑफ द शेप ऑफ द कॉन्टिनेंट. सो गल्फ स्ट्रीम भी टूट जाती है. जब कोई भी ओशन करंट टूट जाता है तो हम इसको कहते हैं ड्रिफ्ट. तो इसलिए यहाँ पे नाम है नॉर्थ अटलांटिक ड्रिफ्ट. उसका एक पार्ट है नॉर्वेजियन करंट. और ये आर्कटिक ओशन गर्म है एज कंपेयर टू दिस आर्कटिक ओशन. You understand उसका impact on the economy. Nobody stays at such higher latitudes in Canada. But यहाँ पे गर्म है इसलिए human life is possible. We have Scandinavian countries there. Finland, Norway, Sweden, some parts of Denmark. Greenland में कोई नहीं रहता उस part, but Iceland में सब लोग रहते हैं. Canada में क्यों नहीं लोग रहते? Because it is extremely cold. Fine? But why people? So Scandinavian countries are so developed. Race तो वही है, culture तो वही है. If you think race and culture determines the ethics and ethics determines the progress of a country, these are the same people. Next, ocean currents. The pattern of ocean currents. The pattern of ocean currents which is determined by the winds, which is determined by the winds. Determines the surface, determines the temperature of ocean water as well as coastal regions. Again case study. Case study क्यों? Examples भी लिख सकते हो. You can write example also or case study also. But case study is little bit in detail. Example में you just write the name. So हम detail देखेंगे. What is the detail now? Understand. At 45 degree north latitude, 50 degree north latitude, this part of the sea is frozen. At 65 degree north latitude, this part of the sea is ice free throughout the year. Why? Labrador current is a cold current and Norwegian current या Gulf Stream या North Atlantic drift is a warm current. Getting it? So that is what. कुछ नहीं, wind का ही factor है. Understanding? Case study, that is the eastern coasts of Canada. The eastern coasts of Canada. Around 45 to 50 degree north. Around 45 to 50 degree north experiences frozen ocean water during the winter season. Experiences freezing of ocean water during the winters. During the winters due to cold Labrador current. Due to cold Labrador current. Atlas. Due to the cold Labrador current. On the other hand, due to warm North Atlantic drift, warm North Atlantic drift, even at 60 to 65 degree north, even at 60 to 65 degree north, the coast of Western Europe is ice free. The coast of Western Europe is ice free. Understanding? You see country का distribution also. कोई रहता है कनाडा में इस जगह? देखो कनाडा का population I'll tell you is, आपको अभी Canada का most of the population is concentrated here. Nobody stays here, except for the Eskimos. Not at all populated. Not at all populated. Not at all populated. Fine. Latitude देखो. This is the region of cold currents. Getting it? And उसी latitude पे you have Japan, extremely populated, warm current. Asian country है, चलो population ज़्यादा है, but still, why people went and settled in Japan at such an higher latitudes, but why people didn't go and settle in Canada? It is always the temperature of a region that will drive the migration. People from the densely populated states of India don't migrate to Leh Ladakh or don't migrate to Himachal, or what you will think, Delhi में से December में मैं कैसे निकल जाऊं? Those who are not from Delhi, they will not like to stay in Delhi in December, cold climate. Getting it? इस साल winters will be very severe. Why? आपके दिमाग में ही आना चाहिए. There has been so much good rainfall over India that the ground is already cold. So जब हवा आएगी winters की, तो हवा को एक्स्ट्रा काम नहीं करना है कि पहले कोल्ड करना है ग्राउंड को, फिर विंटर सेट इन होगा. इस साल विंटर्स विल सेट इन वेरी अर्ली because the ground is already cold. Still the southwest monsoon winds are approaching Delhi. There will be still rainfall in Delhi. Imagine last year in Delhi at this season, compare the temperature. पिछले साल यहाँ का temperature था 46 डिग्री सेल्सियस, आज है 33 डिग्री सेल्सियस. मॉनसून ने काम कम कर दिया विंड्स का. हमेशा ऐसे सोचते जाओ इंटरेक्शन में. योर आंसर्स विल बी एनरिच्ड. यू आर गिविंग समथिंग एक्स्ट्रा टू द एग्जामिनर. गेटिंग इट? Severe winters this year. Early plus severe. Next point. Next is weather conditions. Weather conditions. Atmospheric stability and instability. Atmospheric stability and instability. Promotes aridity, aridity and humidity, aridity and humidity, comma, respectively, aridity and humidity respectively, comma, influencing condensation and precipitation. And thus affects temperature as well as salinity. Thus affects temperature as well as salinity. देखो स्टेबिलिटी मतलब हवा नीचे आ रही है, जब हवा नीचे आएगी तो बिल्कुल क्लाउड्स नहीं बनेंगे. As there will be no clouds, there will be no rain. Because there is no clouds, sunlight will be directly coming and hitting the ocean water. There will be more temperature. More temperature, more evaporation. More evaporation, more salinity. On the other hand, if there is instability, means हवा ऊपर नीचे जा रही है, that means it will result into formation of clouds. When the air goes up, it results into formation of clouds. Clouds will block the sunlight as well as give precipitation. इसलिए हमने दो word लिखे हैं, condensation and precipitation. And जहाँ पे there is precipitation or condensation, there will be wet conditions, and therefore temperature is going to decrease. That are the factors that affect the temperature. Fine? Easy? If you don't get confused on your own, then it's easy. Vertical distribution of the temperature. Vertical distribution means as per depth. Horizontal distribution means as per latitudes. Horizontal distribution में नहीं पढ़ाऊंगा क्योंकि ऑप्शनल में आएगा भी नहीं horizontal distribution. उसमें एक ही लाइन है. Horizontal distribution में temperature goes on decreasing as per the latitudes. Lower to higher, highest temperature हमेशा subtropical high pressure belt में होगा. वैसे भी हम ये क्लाइमेट में करेंगे कि यही पॉइंट, और उसके ऊपर वो पूछेंगे नहीं. वर्टिकल डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन इज इंपॉर्टेंट बिकॉज इसमें देयर इज अ कंसेप्ट ऑफ thermocline layer. Thermocline layer is the layer in between 500 to 1000 meters, just as I told you, जहाँ पे the temperature will suddenly decrease with the increasing depth. Similar layer, thermocline, cline means change, thermo means temperature. Similar layer in the salinity, जहाँ पे the salinity changes, हमें पता नहीं increase या decrease. That depends upon specific conditions. Where the salinity changes is known as halocline layer. Similar layer, when the density changes, is known as pinocline layer. Will they ask pinocline layer in the oceanography? No. but they will ask it in environment and ecology. Pinocline layer is the layer between which there is greatest difference of the biodiversity in the oceans. नीचे का water is more denser, ऊपर का water is less denser. More denser, more saline. More saline भी है and it is more cold also. इसलिए very few animals will be living below the pinocline layer. Most of the animals will be living in the upper layer, which is rarer. जहाँ पे algae can grow and do the photosynthesis and add oxygen to the water. जहाँ पे salinity भी कम है. Getting it? So ऐसे interrelated questions आते हैं. Fine? We'll draw two diagrams here and both the diagrams should come in the exam. So first diagram you can draw with me. Look here before I draw the diagram. यही हमें लिखना है in vertical. Surface temperature is warm, especially in the tropic and temperate. This does not apply to the polar region. जैसे आप नीचे जाते हो, surface temperature goes on decreasing, but ज़्यादा decrease नहीं होता because this is a photic zone जहाँ तक sunlight can easily penetrate. उसके बाद decrease थोड़ा fast होता है because the surrounding water is warmer. So इसलिए, but as you are going into the depth, जैसे आप दूर जाओगे warm water से, the water start becoming colder. Sunlight can never penetrate below 200 meters, and इसलिए the water below 500 meters will experience sudden decrease of the temperature. And after that, the temperature in the ocean will remain constant. This region is what is known as an इसका ये मतलब नहीं कि टेम्परेचर वेरी कर रहा है. दिस इज द वे ऑफ मेकिंग अ डायग्राम. Understood this diagram? 5,000 मीटर के बाद कहीं पे भी वर्ल्ड में 1 डिग्री सेल्सियस होगा। कहाँ पे? क्योंकि ऊपर का रीजन इज फ्रोजन। Why it is 0 degree Celsius? Because it is frozen. Ice caps. Fine. Can I give? There is a 3-layered zonation. There is a 3-layer zonation in the ocean water. In the ocean water, there is a 3-layer zonation in the ocean water between, sorry, not between, in all the regions except poles. There is a 3-layer zonation in the ocean water in all the regions except poles. Except poles. Zone 1. Zone 1. It is the warm surface layer. It is the warm surface layer with the temperatures ranging between 20 to 25 degrees Celsius. 20 to 25 degrees Celsius. This is because the sunlight can penetrate. This is because the sunlight can penetrate up to 200 meters. Up to 200 meters in the photic zone. In the photic zone. Murray, M-U-R-R-A-Y, Murray, has shown that the temperature decreases with increasing depth. Has shown that the temperature decreases with increasing depth. Increasing depth. But in the upper 200 meters, upper 200 meters, the fall of temperature is by 1 to 2 degrees Celsius. Fall of temperature is by 1 to 2 degree Celsius. Understanding? यहाँ पे कितना देखो, इसीलिए लाइन इतनी कम इससे आ रही है. It is not falling drastically. It is falling by 1 to 2 degree Celsius only. The warm layer shows spatial as well as temporal variations in the temperature. Shows spatial as well as temporal variations in the temperature. Spatial as well as temporal variations. Spatial space, temporal time. So space के हिसाब से जहाँ warm current है, कहाँ cold current है, etc. That is the spatial variation. And temporal, January में कितना है, December में कितना है, time. With the distribution of ocean currents, wind pattern, and weather pattern. Fine, we'll continue tomorrow with the salinity. Salinity के लिए the same things will be there. मतलब salinity I'm not going to make you write. Temperature को ही substitute करना है with salinity. Getting it?